Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys versus Kirk Cousins and the Denver Broncos.
Sunshine and pleasant temps have led to a wide-open roof here this afternoon at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Melvin Gordon, the ball.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon: 17 carries, 61 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And his pass incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Mike 56.
Prescott from the gun.
On the slant, this is Chark.
Prescott's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. The open man is Chark. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! DJ Chark with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, up here.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. K'Lavon Chaisson. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On 2nd down now. It's Gordon, and for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and long for Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miles. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Prescott on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. A second down throw for Prescott. That one complete. He finds Shark.
Prescott's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. That's once again complete to Chark. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 47-yard line.
56, the mark for 56. Check 56.
First down, Prescott. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Eric Ebron. Out of bounds at the 20.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
53, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Made at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Now Gordon on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that effort.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down in defense.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness and his trick.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. What a first half he's putting together. He's over 200 yards receiving already. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Line of scrimmage, the 37. On 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
McManus on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Right there, 56.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check, 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 check. Mike, 56.
To the air again, Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there. A big one.
5-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
53, Mike. What we got? What we got? Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Cousins from the gun on third. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Caleb Chason in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
This is it.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, watch the ball. Mike's 56.
Prescott now from the 50. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
At the 37-yard line.
Sharks got it left side. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. Well, we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive...
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run it here with Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy. A gain of 4.
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
53, hot. Check 53. Watch the screen,
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Come. 56.
Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. 45, Mike, 45. Go.
Here's Prescott. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Chark standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Cousins pass.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Gain of 17 yards.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down. Cousins on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Caleb Chason in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. 56.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Prescott. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Complete to
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On the coverage.
Let him know. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
45. Mike, 45.
Prescott on first down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Cowboys.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he knocks it through. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver's offense ready to go again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miles. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Cousins. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Judy with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos get 1 score closer.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. The pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Prescott. That one complete. He finds Shark. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Shark, 59 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The pass there complete to Sutton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34-yard line. Working out of the gun. Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miles. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Second down, Cousins. Ebron caught left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The Broncos on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Wow. C.D. Lamb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. Got Gordon open, completes it. Oh, and now some space to operate. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Cowboys add on. They just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Neville Gallimore in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The throw over the middle taken in.
Cousins pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the jump ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. First down, Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So the Broncos coming out now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Holding, receiving team.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Kill. My 47. Let's go.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete.
That's good.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
Prescott from the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Let's go.
One last shot now for Cousins. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.